Why are there different races on this planet? It's a question a lot of younger, analytical minds wrestle with. So let me say this, plainly and confidently, there are no different races, not according to scripture and not according to science. Both sides actually agree. The old race myth was debunked a long time ago. The real problem is this: our perceptions and emotions haven't caught up with the facts, so maybe we're asking the wrong question. Instead of why are there different races, the better question is, why do we perceive ourselves as different races? Materialists explain it through evolutionary adaptation. As humans migrated out of Africa, they say, skin tones, hair textures, and facial features shifted to match the environment. Isolation reinforced these differences. But then some evolutionists went a step further, proposing a racial hierarchy with some groups supposedly superior to others. And that idea fueled centuries of prejudice and discrimination. Creationists tell a very different story. According to the Bible, all people come from the same origin, Adam and Eve, and later Noah's family. At the Tower of Babel, God scattered humanity, dividing languages and cultures, which in time led to physical diversity. From this view, diversity isn't a ladder of superiority. It's a reflection of one humanity, equal in dignity and worth before God. So, what actually makes us look different? It all comes down to a pigment called melanin. You've probably heard the saying, white people have no melanin. Wrong. There are actually two types. Pheomelanin produces red to yellowish tones. Eumelanin produces brown to black tones. The unique mix of these inherited from our parents determines the shade of our skin, hair, and even eyes. Here's a simple way to picture it. In their book, One Race, One Blood, Ken Ham and Charles Ware break it down with basic genetics. Imagine two genes controlling melanin. The uppercase versions, A and B, produce pheomelanin. The lowercase, A and B, produce eumelanin. So if both parents pass on uppercase A and B, the child is uppercase A, uppercase A, uppercase B, uppercase B, very dark skin. If both parents pass on lowercase a, lowercase b, the child is lowercase a, lowercase b, very light skin. But if one parent is both uppercase A and B, and the other lowercase a and B, their child is uppercase A, lowercase a. Uppercase B, lowercase b, middle brown. And here's the kicker. The majority of the world's population is actually middle brown. That's also why creationists often believe Adam and Eve were middle brown. A simple Punnett square shows that from two middle brown parents, you can get children across the full spectrum, from very light to very dark, in just one generation. So when God commanded Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply, it wasn't just about numbers. Built into their genetics was the ability to multiply human diversity. And that's exactly what we see today. So let's begin to process this going forward, regardless of your position on religion and science. As difficult as it might be to accept, it is a fact there are no different races, just diversity of human skin shades.